Hello there, everyone. Hey, Happy New Year. It's a lovely 2022. Can you beat that? It's already New Year. And it is so nice to see each and every one of you all here again, but with new ideas, I'm sure, new look, new dreams, new everything. And this is what New Year is all about. You have gone through 2021 in a different manner, whatever manner it may be. It may be something that you would remember for the rest of your life, or it may be something that you would not want to remember at all. Whatever it may be, stopped already 2021. Now 2022. What we have is something very new. We call it the white board. Yeah, it's all clean. The blank paper is right in front of you. If you have started scribbling on what you want to do this year, good. If you have not, today is the day. Why? Because we have got someone very, very special. And I always tell about this to many people. Why? Because whenever there is a guest coming by to the Waran Shanmugam show, it's always about someone who can teach us something very new. It can be very simple, or can be very huge. But whatever it may be, if you can take that little essence and start putting it into practice, ladies and gentlemen, change will happen. Change will happen. So, this is the question that I have to all of y'all. And I asked you guys, right? And I spoke to you about the new dream, the new look, and the new ideas. I want to ask you this. What are the one or two new dreams that you have for 2022? Or new ideas that you want to venture into? Or new look that you already have? Maybe a different hair color, different glasses like mine, or whatever it may be. You know where to write those down. Yeah, so your thoughts, put it at the chat group, chat area. Let me see what are your thoughts so that we can share with the rest of them, and let's have some fun. So before I go to a couple of advertisements, I want to introduce this man. As I mentioned to you, and I think you all saw the poster. Handsome looking guy, right? With that uniform. He is an amazing chap. And because we are starting 2022, I thought this will be the best time for him to come and speak about something that you and I could learn. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the man himself. Well, let's have him. Hi there.
make the best of the imperfections.
Okay, guys, now I think you can hear me. Susan, you said cannot hear. Can you check if you can hear me now? Yes, no? Can? Okay, perfect. All right, good. So now you can see two pictures of myself here. Why? Because the StreamYard is such, I need to be appearing in the studio so that everyone can hear. My apologies, guys, but yes, Kiet Fong Chow. I think you know this gentleman. He says hi to you.
These are all new people in town, right? Let's get things moving. This is a fantastic guy.
Exactly. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because I want you to know that a lot of people there are proud of everything that you have done, doing, and will be continue doing. And I say that because I know you very short period of time, yo. But from
Like 2 days.
la
Warren,
exactly.
we only know each other for 48 hours.
Can you beat that? We only know each other for 48 hours, but I am so in love with you. Why? Because the things that you do, the people that you touch, the way you do things, right? You're a man who have served the Navy for the longest time, and yet what I could see is humility. So on that simple note, right, I want to start this, yo. I want to know you being a Chinese. I'm not being racist, but I just want to know you being Chinese. How could you ever think about going to the Navy? All right, that's one. And second thing is, how was Navy life? I just want to know because you guys are the seamen, right? We want to know what was your life like because a lot of people here complain that life is so miserable here. Tell me your story, you.
Wow, thank you, Warren, for bringing that up. And like I said today, today is the first time I met the Chief of Navy, which was the past Chief Navy, and that's like about 20 years ago, right? I have no single regret in the Royal Malaysia. You know why? Because that is the best lesson that I ever learned. Joining the military, knowing the Royal Malaysian Navy. Shirley would sound something with me, right? Because I know Shirley's best friend, who is also my best friend, right? Late Sabri. So we have a lot in common. But tell you this, being a Chinese in the Royal Malaysian Navy has been a blessing. You know why?
Why?
Because you learn lessons that you never learn anywhere else. And until today, Warren, I must tell you this, I'm still working with the Navy. I'm still developing, helping with the professional development of the engineers and technologies. I'm also having programs with the veterans of the Navy because they have immense knowledge, they have great expertise. But these expertise are lost in time. So my job now is to help them to find relevance in the real world. And this is all happening this year, right? I can tell you this, everything is happening in January. Ask me why, but 2022, everything is happening in January.
Oh,
No
that's
regrets. It's a great challenge. So, for whatever it is, I am a government servant. People talk about the government, people talk about Dasa Ekonomi Baru in the Royal Malaysian Navy. So, how did I manage to get it up there? It's two different worlds, but this is where we hope there will be questions from the audience here. And is it a problem of the government? Is it a problem of the employer? Or is it actually our very own problem? So, are we blaming people for our shortfall, or are we going to do something about it? So, Warren, roll the show.
all right. So, yo, as you were talking about it, there's already a WhatsApp message asking, did you by any chance discriminated while in the Navy? You wanna talk about it? Only if you're comfortable, yeah, yo.
Well, put it this way, it is not discrimination. It is the Dasa Ekonomi Baru. It's the national economic policy.
Okay.
Understand what the policy is all about. If we understand the policy and we join the military, then we should know ourselves. What are we putting ourselves into? Right? It's not discrimination. For me right now, as I speak, blessing in disguise.
There you
I'm
go.
still alive, I'm still kicking, I'm still assisting the veterans and the Bank People Trust. I'm still
Mm.
helping them because that's what we are all Malaysians all about. Because if we don't help each other, who will help us? Like
Yeah.
I would welcome a lot of sensitive questions, challenges, throw it out. So Warren, you have to coordinate that, but I'm ready to take all the bullets, man.
Very nice. Now we have got a lot more people saying good evening, good evening, good evening. You may want to just say good evening to all these people once and for all.
Good evening, guys, from wherever part of you come to. It's not only good evening, yeah. If somebody coming from Paris, probably good afternoon. So, guys, good day to everybody.
Exactly. Good day. So you were talking about being serving in this in Navy, right? And I always like that white suit, that white uniform. It's an amazing attire. Tell us how you guys are different from the rest of the bodies, the uniform bodies.
Well, for one thing, the Navy practices what we call divisional duties.
Mm.
From the very first day we joined the Malaysian Navy or any Navy in the world, we practice what we call divisional duties. And that's exactly what coaching is all about.
Ah.
No other uniform branch practices divisional duties. So we are actually coaching our subordinates and our superiors are actually coaching us. Right? We live in a little small boat and life has to go on. So we are actually supporting each other through the divisional system. And that's what makes me today. I'm
Mm.
still doing a because the military, or rather the Royal Malaysian Navy, to be specific, has been practicing coaching, consideration, emotional intelligence from the very first day we joined the military. So that's why I find that it is something that the real world has lost.
So, in you serving the Navy, how it has helped you, molded you? What are the benefits, so to speak, yeah, as a person, as an individual that you have gained? Can you share with us, Yo?
Well, generally, I started at the Royal Malaysian Navy 40 years ago. And I guess in our audience, 40 years ago, some of you may judge it's about to be born, right? 40 years ago, I joined in Singapore. I joined as a recruit, so I was a first grader in the O levels. I come from a technical school, first grader. I joined the military second time because the first time I joined, they said, no, you're too good to join as a recruit. You should be joining as an officer in the cadet corps, right? As an
Wow.
officer. I didn't manage to make it, but second year I joined the military as a recruit, and from that point onwards, my learning starts. My learning starts meaning you do not trust anybody anymore. I mean, I'm a recruit, I'm a private, you do not trust me. You do not trust your corporal, you do not trust your sergeant, and ultimately, as it goes, you do not trust anybody in the organization because it's an organization. So if you want to be successful, then you got to trust who are you. How are you going to make the best of that situation? Because as in any employment, as in any organization, it's only for the organization. But we are only in the organization for a temporary moment, and that's called a job. We are only in organization by what we call a job. So the question here is, what is your career? That brings us back to
Mm.
self-awareness. Who are you in the entire spectrum of the employability spectrum?
Mm. Okay. Now, that's interesting, Yo. And I want to ask you this. Uh, do you miss anything in the Navy? And I'm sure you do. And what would that be, yeah, Yo?
Well, I don't miss the Navy because I'm still in the Navy right now.
Okay.
Because I'm still doing professional development for the engineers and the technicians in the Navy, and I'm still very, very much involved with the naval veterans. So I'm actually helping the veterans to recraft their career. What can their career being in the government for 20 over 30 to 40 years? How can this experience be brought back into the real world? and how can they use that experience to help in the economy and the social economics of the country. So that's what I'm still doing. So I do not miss the Navy because I'm pretty much still in the Navy.
All right. Very nice, very nice. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, you are watching us live from Facebook, LinkedIn, and also YouTube. Who we have here? We have got retired Commander Yo Cheng Kwan, yeah, the man of the hour. Why do I say that? Because he has got loads of experiences. He was with the Navy, and now he's the principal coach, and he coaches a lot of people. Some of the programs that he have done, or one of the main fantastic well-known program is the SAIL program. Yeah, now I want to share with everyone his contact details. Now remember, this is his contact detail. If you need to or want to or just have a chat with him, this is his number. His Facebook is FB Yo Cheng Kwan. You may want to use his Facebook, but I would suggest that you take down his number 0122123140, get in touch with him, WhatsApp him, call him, talk to him, because you will be mesmerized. Your life will change instantaneously. This is not from me, from the many people who have introduced me so that he will be in this show tonight. So, Yo, I want to ask you this, and I want to share with everyone the SAIL program, yeah? And would you like to share a little bit about this SAIL program? Go ahead, Yo.
Are you showing the sale right now, Warren?
Yes.
Well, before I forget, I can told Datin, Doctor, professional technologist Nosada. She's the one who brought me is very much a pakil. Basically, it means it's about the professional leadership, personal leadership. Because if we are not aware of what is our leadership, how can we lead other people? Right? Leadership is one thing, and right, the pandemic, jobs, and different thing. A lot of people know the word job, work, they know, but do you really understand what your career is all about? So, sale is about personal leadership. What are the problems that we face? How can we move forward and interface that with our career? So, sale is actually an amalgam of four psychological with professional development code if you want to work. So it's not about my experience, it's not about anybody's experience. It's about what psychological models have already defined, what research has found out. So how much do we know about that? So sales is actually, you can put it like it's a GPS. If you don't know where you are right now, how would you ever know where you want to go? People want to be rich, right? Being rich doesn't mean wellness. So there's a lot of segment in that. So one of the programs I lead is called Sail. So it's live your life, act on your dreams. So as you said, Warren, want to know more? Give me a call. If you're ready for challenge, this is the challenge. We are not teaching anybody anything. What we are actually doing is, are you aware of what's going on around you? So that's the gist of what sale is. It's not about motivation. It's not about learning. It's about, do you know where you are in your life right now? And if you want to go forward, do you know what is it that takes you to move forward? It's very simple.
Okay, so you was talking about you don't teach them, but rather you guide them. Are you saying that we all have what it takes to run our life?
Absolutely. All of us right here are equal. All of us are equal. Let me remind you again. Because we are all human, we are made of four elements: the body, the mind, the soul, and the spirit. So, all of us watching this, we are all equal, but we are unequal within ourselves. So when you talk about four things, right? Body, mind, soul, spirit, translate that to intelligence. It's physical intelligence. How well do you take care of your health? Body, the mind. It's not about all the degrees that you have. It's about what is your mental capacity. What is your growth mindset? Are you having a growth mindset or are you having a fixed mindset? Having a degree, a master's or a PhD doesn't prove how clever you are. It just proves that you have got the academics. That doesn't make you successful because you just got growth mindset, right? Body, mind, soul. What is soul? Soul is all about emotional intelligence, right? And finally, that's spiritual intelligence. What is your purpose in life? So putting the four things together, body, mind, soul, spirit, translates to physical intelligence. Are you healthy? How well are you? Mental, do you have growth mindset as opposed to fixed mindset? Soul, do you have emotional intelligence? You are, but where you get to needs emotional intelligence. Finally, we all live and die through the Donald E. Super's life career rainbow, right? What is spirituality? Nothing to do with religion. It's all about universal values. How do we make ourselves relevant? It's all about big questions. Nothing to do with what I'm saying, but it is what the psychological models has already defined, unless we come up with a new theory.
Okay.
Alright?
All right.
What
So
else?
you spoke about the mindset, yeah, and it's very interesting. You spoke about the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. Now we have got some of them who calls up and says that I am mentally stressed, and they go through this mental issues. Yeah, that I'm trying to put it in a very loose layman term. Yeah, mental issues is what they have. Mental issues means they are depressed, they don't know what to do, and they only can think about drug abuse or even suicide. So my question to you, Yo, is does that mean that they have got a fixed mindset? Enlighten
No, it
me.
doesn't mean they've got mixed mindset. It's got nothing to mental. There is a lot to do with the emotions, right? It's
Ah,
not a mental intelligence, it's everything to emotions, right? And that's normal. I can tell you this, what you're going through with all the emotional, the mental challenges, it is normal. Why is normal? Because we are only human. And all these are things that will happen to us. That's why when we go through the whole psychological model, life, career, rainbow, Google what life, career, rainbow is all about by Dr. Donald E. Super. These are all the things that we go through in life. We live and we die. We live and we die. So everything happens in between this time zone. So we just need to know where are we at our age 25, 35, 45, 55. Like myself is 62, right? At 62, where are you in the timeline? So if you look at the timeline, you would be able to answer what are the problems that you are activated. So all the problems that we face in life is nothing new, right? There is about 8 billion people in the world. Surely, Warren, you and me not be the chosen one, the two out of the 8 billion people, right? So our problems are actually faced by millions and billions of people. Question is, do we know our real problem?
hmm.
When we bring sale into the perspective, self-awareness in leadership, where are we in our problem? It's not with people. Don't compare ourselves with another person. The whole thing is where are we with our very own problem? So if we
Nice.
can know where we are, then we should know where we can go. But if anybody out here do not know where you're going, call Warren, get in touch with me. Let's work out something.
Perfect.
It's not
Very
space
nicely said.
science.
Very
All the
nicely said.
answers are available.
Very nicely said, ladies and gentlemen. You heard what this man said, yeah, and it is very important. Do not compare. Do not compare. Do not compare, because your life and another person's life, he or she may be your neighbor. He or she may be someone born together with you. You guys may be twins, but both of y'all are different. Each and every one of y'all are different. Hence, you can never ever compare. I always get this message, hey, I have got my classmate who studied with me. In fact, he didn't study well and now he's doing well. He has got big car, big house. Look at where I am. That is not how you compare. You can never compare. It's not apple to apple. How can you even compare, right? I think you said it very nicely. A little bit of advertisement here. Ladies and gentlemen, I spoke about the donate for flood victim. You saw the victims that are going through a lot of issues here, especially post flood. Why? Because the cleaning is not happening. So we are doing this cleaning services to whoever that is in need in Negeri Sembilan and also in KL. So if you have got that extra cash that you want to donate, only if you feel like, please by all means donate to the flood victim. That's the account number that I have given. You can transfer your fund there. If you want to become a certified NLP practitioner, that's the number that you see on screen. NLP, you can see that Yo is giving thumbs up because he is also a master practitioner. So please go and have a look at this number. If you don't want this number, then you can always call Yo. He will be able to also coach you on NLP, I'm sure. Yeah. And mindful meditation, something that you want to know, easiest way to activate your chakras. Now, chakras are very essential in our body. This is not like hourly meditation, long hour meditation rather. It is very simplified 5 to 10 minutes meditation that you ought to do on a daily basis, and it will activate your chakras. Eventually, you will be up and about every single moment. Don't need vitamin C, don't need any other vitamins. So it's a 10-day program. That's the WhatsApp number that you have got. And if you want to become a cabin crew, if you think that you want to fly again, borders are going to open very soon. In fact, it is open for some airline already. So if you want to fly again or you want to start flying, becoming a cabin crew, very lucrative profession. That's the number. We have got a new academy in Suramban. It's called Fly Crew Academy. Get in touch with Jami, also Darren, and learn more about the program so that we can help you in any ways possible. So that's for the advert. Now going back to you, I am going to show some of the slides that you have sent here. And here I am looking at the, let's see. Okay, you
Because tell me which slide you're looking at, Warren.
okay, all right. A, B, C, awareness before change. Now, this is
All
really,
right.
caught my eye. Tell us a little bit.
Well, guys, I mean, life is short. Life is short. There's 8 billion people in the world, or 9 billion. How do we improve? It's awareness before change. And that's a psychological model you're looking at. That is a psychological model of the learning hierarchy. We do not know what we do not know.
Wow.
The only way to learn is to know what you do not know. The moment you know what you do not know, two things kicks in. Do you have the fixed mindset or do you have the growth mindset? The growth mindset doesn't care whether you have a degree or PhD or you have a double PhD. Doesn't matter. All the Chinamen who hasn't got education actually have got growth mindset. Learn by the day. If we think that we have got a degree and life is okay, you have got a fixed mindset because you are kind of driven by people. So this is what awareness before change is all about. It's pretty fundamental. So that's why in SAIL, we run this program and say, hey, do you know what you do not know? And the only way to learn, to progress, to develop is to know what is it that we do not know. So that is my part. So my part is to trigger your thoughts. I do not teach you, I trigger your thoughts about what is it that you do not know. So the moment you know what is it that you do not know, you will have to take action, right? And once you take action, then you know what you are supposed to know. And this is all based on psychological model, learning hierarchy. So this learning hierarchy is by Noel Bush. So this is Google. Now, as I said, people used to say work hard and smart. I no longer believe in that. It's not working hard and smart. is working hard and smarter. Why?
Ah,
Because all of us are already smart. By the fact that you hold the handphone, you have a smartphone, you are actually smart. What is not smart enough is, do you have the character to move forward? So the whole idea of sale is, do you have the character? If you do not have the character, then we are there to guide you. What is that you need to know? Because we don't need a PhD. We don't need a degree. You just need to know what you do not know, because the smartphone has got every single information that you need to know. The only difference is, do you know what you are supposed to know? And that's the character. Warren, it's
nice.
about the character, not about what's in here. It's about what is the commitment here.
Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man. It's about the character, yeah? It is very important. And on that same note, right, I've got this question. Zaidi from Penang is asking via WhatsApp, and he's asking this. Year in, year out, I have a New Year resolution. And it is like hangat-hangat tahi ayam, yeah? He says that it is always there for the beginning of the year. It can last for 2 months if I'm lucky, but not sustainable. So the question here is, what's wrong, or how can he improve, or what he needs to do? You, if you can help him.
Well, Zaini, I can tell you this, Zaini, you have got it good. You know what resolution is. You know how
Zaidi,
resolutions.
Zaidi, sorry.
Zaidi,
Yes, sir.
that's right. So Zaidi, you know what resolution is. You know what fails. So what you need to know now is, do you have a GPS? What is your GPS? So you have resolutions year after year. That is almost like you're stuck in the street. But do you actually have a GPS? Where do you actually want to go? So on that note, it's going to be a long story, Zaidi. So get in touch with Warren and let's talk about it, because you would be my best kind of person I love, because we love people who start to question. Because if you do not question, if you are there just to learn, to receive information, we are making the biggest mistake. Because the only way to learn is to question, and to question means to challenge. And
Love.
when we challenge something, this is where the commitment comes in, not compliance. I mean, people can teach you, you can just sit down there and receive the information. Receiving information, learning. The only way is to be committed. So to be committed is to challenge the status quo. Ask the toughest question. And then, if you understand, you agree, that is where sustainability is all about. So, Zaidi, please get in touch with Warren or myself. Let's move forward, because I'm here to challenge you as well. What is it that you know? So let's move forward together.
Very nice. So, Zaidi from Penang, remember GPS. GPS is what that you really need. That's what yours says. But what GPS means actually in our life? Well, you need to get in touch with him so that you will know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching this great man here right in front of us, streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, and also LinkedIn.
Warren, I must, Warren, sorry, I'm no great man. We are just normal, right? Everybody is great there. So don't put me in a tough spot, because the whole thing about sale is, who are we? And the last word here in who are we is, do we understand self-actualization? So I'm nothing new. I'm just here to trigger your thoughts that we go towards self-actualization, not self-esteem.
Yeah.
Self-esteem is a big trouble.
All
Let's
right.
go to self-actualization.
Very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Just a Normal Man. Yeah, Yo is there seated. Very nice. Now, I wanted to go somewhere else. There's a question on the chat group, but then I like what you said: self-esteem and not self-actualization and not self-esteem. You wanna describe or share a little bit on that note, so that people will know what's the difference, and then why self-actualization. Go ahead.
Right. I mean, this is all back to the basic fundamentals of Maslow's hierarchy. Right.
Okay.
The first is physiological, right?
Mhm.
Food, clothing, shelter. The next level is safety. Then the third level is love and belonging. We all have families and all that. Then problem starts. When problem starts is we get sucked into the whole world called self-esteem. Big house, happy family, one wife, two wives, many wives. So we get stuck into the whole thing about self-esteem. And self-esteem takes us the whole life. And before you realize, you're already 62 years old like me, there's another layer called self-actualization. So what is your purpose in life? So a lot of us tend to be sucked into the society. The society is talking about big house, big car, a lot of money in the bank. And look, the pandemic has taught us something. With all the big house, the big car, there is zero freedom.
Mm.
So where does the freedom come from? Self-actualization. So
Fantastic.
self-actualization is the last tier in the basic fundamental human needs. And the need there is not taught in school, it's not taught in a house because we have all been taught about wealth, all the material things in our life. But self-actualization is the question back to us. It's our spirituality, it's our kerohanian.
Kerohanian.
What is our purpose in life? So
Good.
that's the whole hierarchy or one of the psychological models. So how is this psychological model linked to how we live our life and how we link our career? I do not talk about how we link our job. I'm talking about how do we link self-actualization to our career. So a career is different from a job. A job is what we do until end of the month to receive the salary.
Yeah.
Career is who we are until the day we retire.
Yeah. That's there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. People are motivated with these five basic categories. Yeah, that is physiological, safety, love, self-esteem, and also self-actualization. Self-actualization is at the top, and our man here, Yo, is talking about self-actualization. Go read about it. If you can't understand, then you know who to contact. Now, I have got Rajwin Kaur Randawa who is asking this question, and the question that she's asking is. What's your success secret, Captain You? Tuan?
Wow, oh, wow. Thank you for the question. You know what? My success secret is the day I joined the Royal Malaysian Navy in 1979. That's the day I regretted what I did. And I can leave the organization for the next 25 years. You talk about Nelson Mandela, so I'm a Chinaman, Nelson Mandela in Malaysia. I can't leave the Royal Malaysian Navy before 25 years. So because of that, the day I joined the Navy was the day I regretted what I did. But that regret is the one that propels me because I say, look, I can't leave the government service in 25 years. So the question was, what can I do in the 25 years to prepare myself so when they open up the gates, when I leave the Royal Malaysian Navy, which is the gentleman this morning when I met, he signed the paper within the dotted lines to tell me that I can leave the Royal Malaysian Navy in 23 years. That is the time I didn't walk, I didn't run. I started to fly. Why did I fly? Because I prepared myself for 23 years. I said, no, I can't walk, I can't run. I got to fly. Immediately I leave. So that's what makes me who I am. Because all the hard times that we face, you can either look at it two ways. Either you curse it or you take it as a blessing. All the hard times are actually a blessing because that toughens us, that makes us who we are. Because good times don't make us grow. Bad times make us think. So when we think, that is the only time we are growing. So, well, I can tell you this. The bad times are the best times because that's what grows us.
Yeah.
Not good times. Good times will grow us. Good times is good times, right? It grows us. So bad times make us think what we can do better.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have got a bad day, bad time, and if you think that it is going to bring you down? No, you are so wrong. Sit down, reflect on what is happening, learn from it, and improve yourself. Eventually, you will know that it is there for a reason. Yo, I've got another question here. Do you encourage young ones to get into Navy? Yes, why? No,
Wow,
why?
wow. Well, I would say yes. Go join the Navy, learn the hard game because join the Navy or join any uniform branch, but the safety net here is join for a purpose.
Hmm.
Join for 10 years because the contract is 10 years. Join for 10 years only. And after 10 years, make sure you know what to do next because that 10 years is where we really learn what discipline is all about, what life is about. So you need to have a purpose. So before you join, you need to have a purpose. And the uniform branch is the only branch or the uniform discipline that actually builds a character. So what it does is actually it breaks down the character, and it builds the character. So when it breaks down the character and builds the character, don't be caught by virus. So 10 years maximum. Because if you go more than 10 years, you might be corrupted with virus. So 10 years. Call me before you do that. Let me craft a plan for you. Go in 10 years, hit, and then leave because you need to learn something and then call it a day. Because you stay too long, you are overstaying the welcome.
All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, and especially parents. Yeah, if you think that you want to send your kids to Navy, yes, good, like what you said, but call him to seek advice. Yeah, because he will be able to tell you what to do next. Now, Rajwin says, "Thank you, Cap, for that awesome answer." And we have got hi, Mr. Yo. And if you see who is this guy, he is actually Louis. He says Louis here. Do you know Louis?
Wow, he's a guy I met in the oil and gas. I mean, he's still one of my best guys when he really in the oil and gas. And Louis, if you are there, hello, brother. We
Yeah.
have been turning the oil and gas mind around. So Louis runs his own YouTube, and we are like buddies.
Ah, beautiful. He comes under the name Chilled Kumar plus NFT, and he said, Captain, good one. So, yes, yo, very nice. And guess what? It's 10:50. We are supposed to finish in 30 minutes time, but yeah, people loved your sharing. I obviously loved whatever that you were talking just now, and I thank you. But before that, I want to ask you any message to these people now. When I say message, try to summarize it, maybe one or two tips as to uh, how can a person, it's a beginning of the year, right? How should a person take on this brand new year? You, over to you.
Well, I think, guys, in a couple of minutes, I think number one, Warren, thank you for that. And guys, I can tell you this: you are in a generation that you're learning. The entire pandemic has never ever happened in our entire lifetime. I'm 62 now. It never has happened in my life for 62 years. So either you take the pandemic 2 years as lessons learned to move forward, or you can take it as history. I would think this. We are in an era that the pandemic has taught us a lesson. So what is a lesson? The lesson is ask yourself a question. Academics so important? Is being a good employee so important? Now, having good academics doesn't confirm your future. Being a good employee also does not secure your future. So with these two things in mind, start thinking about the third option. Who are you? What can you do better with your own capability? Can you be an entrepreneur? Because earning a salary, being an employee is not the answer. Being an employee is only good for the company. It's not good for you. Who are you? What is your profession? What is your capability? So start thinking about it. It's not having good degree guarantee you a future. No, even a PhD doesn't guarantee your future. There's a lot of lecturers who are without a job. Being the best employee in the company is not sustainable because companies shut down, and you are one of them.
Mm.
So start thinking about who are you? What can you do more with your own capability? And the whole world is there for you. Pandemic has made the entire world an equal playing ground. Big companies shut down. So everything is equal now. So if you have got a growth mindset, ask the question, what can I do more? Talk about it. Then you'll be the forerunner. That's all I can say, Warren.
Very nice,
It's
very
an
nice.
equal playing ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man. It's an equal playing ground. Everybody have got their own fair share. You and I have got your own fair share. So use it wisely. It is all about what do you want to do with that piece of land, so to speak, metaphorically. That piece of land that you have. What are you going to do about it? Datuk Dr. Lau Bin Tik says hi to you. He's a philanthropist. He's a dermatologist. Amazing man, and thank you so much for the wishes, Dato. So, yo, once again, terima kasih banyak-banyak Tuan Commander. Thank you so much for being here. It was so nice of you to quickly say yes to the very short period of time of the invitation. I liked what you shared, and I know for sure that a lot of people out there loved whatever that you shared. Thank you so much for that. I wish you all the best, and please bless us with your blessings because of the experiences that you have. I think we need your blessing more. So thank you so much for being there. And let's have some fun with this 2022. Shall we?
Absolutely, Warren. I guess, guys, Warren, just call Warren and let's meet up. Because end of the day, talk is cheap, right? Let's get into action. And I believe that with Warren, your show and your capability and what you're doing here is we can do something, right? I mean, end of the day, life is short. Just do something. If you don't know what to do, let's sit down and have coffee and come to my 60-foot yacht in the Royal Selangor Yacht Club.
Yes.
Let's have fun.
That's right. That's right. So that's the pending invitation that I have with you. I'll be meeting you soon, yo, and let's see what best we can do. Yo, once again, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Have a good fun. All the best. Let's talk and let's do something. Thank you, Warren, for the show.
You're most
Absolutely
welcome.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Datin Nur Saada. Yeah. If she did not bring this man's CV into my attention, I wouldn't have had him. So, thank you so much, Nur Saada. It was really awesome of you to share. And it's interesting how Datin was talking about how this man actually touched her in the simplest manner, and yet things change. So, ladies and gentlemen, like what Commander Yo said just now, it is very simple. You and I have got the same life, the same structure, the same pattern, the same capabilities, the same piece. It's the same size. So you got 24 hours, I got 24 hours, everybody have got 24 hours. The more important question is, what are you going to do with the 24 hours of yours? So, gentlemen, ladies, thank you so much. And I still have got comments coming in. Kanan says, applauding. Thank you so much. And a lot more. Thank you so much for the comments. Keep the comments going. Please share this link because this is a recorded version also. If you want to watch it again and again and again, just to see what you have missed, please watch it again. Click on the same link and forward to the many people that you know. Why? Because they too need to be touched. It's 2022. If you want to change, try by sending that link so that others would change. Simplest act of kindness will bring you the furthest. So, gentlemen, ladies, I shall see you when I see you next. So, thank you. Love all of y'all. And we shall see you when I see you next. Bye.